Good morning once again and welcome to Our Views Part 2 this morning. Now we posted this on our social media pages yesterday and it was asking, do you get glammed up to feel good about yourself or are you trying to fit in? Now what sparked this off is actually an article that I was reading and it should be up on your screens. And this lady was saying, she wrote this article and it's about beauty culture and how it has had quite an influence on the social economic standing of different women across the world. And it says, every morning when I wake up, I have a certain routine which I abide to. Step 1, roll out of bed. Step 2, jump into the shower. Step 3, decide how I will present myself through clothing and cosmetics. And through this process of presentation, I not only determine how people will perceive me, but also how I will interact within my daily life. And she goes on to say, but today, while applying my lipstick, I questioned why I was painting my face with a variety of products. It's a bit startling when you see the bluntness of your actions without any of the meaning behind it. I was in reality smearing tinted wax on my lips. It was as if I was going out to war and applying my war paint. And as dramatic as such an analogy is, I find myself discovering a simple truth of it. Despite popular beliefs that cosmetics are merely a mask for imperfections or a crutch of superficiality, I will rather argue them to be a key component in how women want society to denote who they are. And that was from the article My Painted Face, The Traditions of Cosmetic in the Culture of Women by Lila Spear. So I'd like to ask you, ladies, why is beauty? It's just written off and frivolous and so unnecessary. When people see ladies who have glammed up and everything, they find them to be vain or unserious or slay queens. Why is that so? Why is beauty culture perceived in this way by so many people?
Because people do get glammed up for other people and it is vain. That's a fact.
Yes.
It is vain. If you saw nothing wrong with your natural form, you wouldn't be wearing beauty. You wouldn't be wearing
the products.
Cosmetics. You would not. Because you already know you're beautiful. But we get glammed up because we're looking for validation. And I don't believe when people say, oh, I'm doing it for myself. No, honey, you're not. Because if you're doing it for
you'd wear makeup at home.
You would stay in the house. But you're putting it on because you want people to see.
Out.
You're taking those pictures and posting them because you want people to validate you and compliment you. So it is vain.
Yes, I think also Tyra Banks hinted on this and she said she finds it disturbing for women who say, oh, we have natural beauty. So what? Like you can have beauty in any way. Why can't beauty be expansive and free and non-judgmental? So you have natural beauty, yes. I got a nose job. I did this. I put on makeup. At the end of the day, it's the end goal. Mm-hmm. We all look.
Yes, and I would like for people to admit and say, yes, I get glammed up, I dress up, I did plastic surgery because I want to be perceived in a different kind of way. It is not for myself. And we do everything. How we look, how we dress, how we speak, how we carry ourselves. It's because we are conditioned in one way or the other. Let's go back to the Bible. After Adam and Eve ate the fruit and they realized they were naked, they covered up, right?
Yes.
We dress up every day because society demands that you are clothed every day. So people may not be dressing for fashion, but you'll be dressing for the sake of decency, right? You're doing it for other people. You're doing it for the public. Because if it wasn't the case, then we would not be wearing any clothes, just, for the lack of a better example. But we do things and our appearance, how we conduct ourselves, how we carry ourselves, manners, courtesy, being courteous, being respectful, it is for the sake of somebody else.
What do you think, Shivan?
I think I would definitely agree with Sarah on this one. Beauty comes in all forms and shapes. However, again, beauty lies in the hands of the beholder or in the eyes of the beholder. But I would say this. For people to come out and say that I wear makeup for myself or I'm not trying to impress someone, I think that to an extent that is a total lie, because then you would wear your makeup and stay home. However, there have been circumstances where you're found in a situation and you do not want to dress up or put on makeup a certain type of way. However, because of the event or the kind of people that you're going to meet or the kind of conversations that you're going to be having, you are forced to dress a certain way, regardless of whether you like it or not. I will give an example. However, me, I do not, as long as it does not compromise my comfortability and my beliefs, I'll definitely wear and put on the makeup that I want to wear, depending on where I'm going. I love makeup. It's not that I do not appreciate my beauty, but I love to get glammed up and, and look and go overboard, and that is okay. I do not think there's anything wrong with that, and I do not appreciate the fact that people say, oh, you're wearing makeup because you're trying to cover up your skin. No, I'm not covering up anything. I just like to wear makeup, as simple as that, regardless. So I don't think it should be a big deal, and I don't think it should even be a question of self-esteem or inferiority complex or appreciating yourself. Beauty comes in different forms and shades.
No, the point is here that we are doing it because we want to be accepted. We are doing it because of the beauty trends. Look at all our eyebrows. They're quite similar, right?
Yes.
Because eyebrows on fleek is the way to go. If it wasn't the case, we would come here with our undrawn eyebrows. No, but we are doing it because we want to be socially acceptable. You're wearing makeup because you want to have beautiful selfies, right? If it wasn't because you wanted beautiful selfies, you would not be wearing your pictures. How many times have you said, no, don't take a picture of me. I didn't draw my eyebrows today. Let me first wear lipstick. No, because you want validation.
That is quite true. And beauty culture is a sensation now that has really taken over the world. Now, if you're wondering what beauty culture is, it is the art or practice of improving personal appearance through hairdressing, cosmetic treatments, and dressing. But like what we said, what does beauty mean to you? Beauty does lie in the eyes of the beholder. Yes. And different places have a different perception of what beauty is or should be. And this beauty drives their social and economic status, as we shall see. Well, watch this and we'll be right back. People perceive beauty in a very different stance, but through the ages, beauty and dressing has been affiliated with social standing. For example, in ancient China during the Zhou dynasty, a mixture of gum arabic gelatin, beeswax, and egg were used to stain fingernails gold and silver of its upper class citizens and royalty, branding them with social status. Commoners were forbidden to practice this, as you can see there. And moving along to the European Renaissance age, the elite bourgeois would not tend to the menial tasks of labor in the fields. They were much paler because they didn't go out in the sun, so they were not sunburned. Thus, the introduction of white face paint in European fashion became a cornerstone of aristocracy during this period, trying once again into the need for social recognition. And that was the makeup then that they wore, because they wanted to show that they were not out in the fields working. And in Japan, the geishas' face makeup was a strategic representation of what they were. The geishas rarely wore their full lips painted red. Rather, they would only partially paint their lips, covering the rest with their white face paint. The ratio of how much lip to paint in would be determined by the level of the geisha. Their painted face depicted their achievements and beauty intertwined with each other, and that right there is the geisha. So as you can see, over the ages, beauty and dressing was so much affiliated to social standing. Even when like we watch these movies, if it's like Game of Thrones, you see how the royals are all dressed up and their dressing and their beauty, apart from the commoners. Do you think this is also the case in modern day? Because for example, if you're buying makeup from MAC, you are according to a certain social standing, or if you carry a Hermes bag or Louis Vuitton, do you think so? Do you think it's not just about the beauty, but there's so much more to it than meets the eye?
Exactly. Let's even just break it down to careers. Different careers expect you to dress a certain type of way. That is why you can easily identify a doctor, a lawyer, a banker, a media personality in public, because we have different ways that we are supposed to present ourselves and carry ourselves that clearly distinguishes us from other people. Bankers or doctors, you don't expect them to have a face beat. But they can if they want. In the surgery room, you could have your face beat. But for media personality, you're expected to have a face beat every day, because it is your social standing. That's it. But for me, just basically, I People should be okay with saying, yes, I want validation, or yes, I'm vain. We all are. You get, it's okay to be vain. And you know me, I have a problem with people who say they don't wear makeup. Who asked you? Oh, you wear too much makeup. Me, I don't draw my eyebrows. I don't cut them. They're
So
natural.
what?
Who asked you? Eh?
Yes.
If you don't want to be validated, also now you want me to say, oh wow, they grow naturally like that. Oh wow, you're so lucky. You are vain, honey. You are vain. You're looking for validation. Why are you bringing it to my attention that you don't chop your eyebrows?
I totally agree. It's like when you meet these men who meet women who wear makeup, and you love your fake lashes and everything. Honey, stretch your stuff. Like, I'm all up for that. But then you find this group of men who come and start talking about women. Oh, we don't like women who wear too much makeup. You do know that there are some women who actually don't wear any makeup.
Yes.
Go and find them.
Talk to
Find
those
them,
ones.
talk
Thank
to
you.
them, indulge them. Us here, we wear makeup and we're very comfortable with
We
it.
do that
Like,
here.
bite
Doesn't
me.
mean we have an underlying issue. No, we are okay. We're very okay.
What's your take on it, the social standing of makeup and dressing? And
For me, at the end of the day, like I said, beauty lies in the hands of the beholder. And I'll give like an example of different cultures. Beauty in different cultures is perceived differently. For example, in India, India, women all over, they like to wear nose rings, they like to wear bangles, and you find them very, very beautiful necklaces, and that is a sign of beauty for them. In Thailand, they like to wear necklaces, that elongate their necks. That is also a sign of beauty according to them. So at the end of the day, whatever you feel makes you beautiful, go ahead and do it. It shouldn't be an issue of, oh, you do not believe in yourself or you have low self-esteem. No. It's not about them. It's about you. What do you want?
I totally agree. I totally agree. Well, this conversation could go on and on, but in the essence of time, this was all that we had for you. But let's keep our conversations going on our social media pages. Go on to our post and tell us what you think. Do people get dolled up because they want to look good, or they want to fit within a certain social standing? Well, that was all we had for you on Our Views too, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back. Don't blink. It's so sad that all good things must come to an end, and we have come to the end of our show this morning. We hope that you had such a good time with us and you enjoyed our conversations here. Remember, we are on StarTimes channel 248 and GoTV channel 833, and we are also on free to air, and also on our website at www.ctv.co.ug. If you missed any of the episodes, you can also go onto our YouTube and rewatch these episodes that you missed. Well, remember that we'll be back tomorrow same time from 7 a.m. all the way to 9 a.m. from the ladies and I. We wish you a fantastic day. Don't blink.